Hello children. There are different kinds of animals. Domestic animals and wild animals. Have you ever wondered about the animals in the forest? How do they live there? What do they eat? For how long do they live? Jane Goodall was a woman who spent her entire life studying chimpanzees. Okay, all of you might have seen chimpanzees, okay, in a zoo or in your books. You might have studied about the wild when you were studying about the wild animals. She was born on 3rd April 1934 in London, England. Her father was a businessman and her mother was a writer. When she was a child, Jane's father gifted her a lifelike chimpanzee stuffed toy. Okay, her father bought her a gift which was like a real chimpanzee. It was a toy, but then she liked it very much. She named it Jubilee. She developed a love for animals and chimpanzees because of that toy. In her free time, she used to observe birds and animals and read books about them. Jane began to dream of going to Africa. She wanted to study her favorite animals in the wild. Okay, so she developed an interest for animals, and in order to have a look at them, she wanted to be with them. So she wanted to go to Africa. Because that is where many wild animals are living, and she can study them, she can read about them, okay, and she can observe them. Africa. After finishing college, Jane started working small jobs. That is, after finishing her studies, she started working, small jobs, taking up small jobs. She wanted to save money to make her dream come true. Okay, so she had decided that she herself would pay for her trip to Africa. So in order to save money, she started working as soon as she finished her studies. Her dream did come true. She was invited by her childhood friend to visit their farm in Kenya. In Africa, she met the famous archaeologist. Who is an archaeologist? These are the people who, they study about history, okay? They go and they work, they dig up grounds and old monuments and all that. Louis Leakey. He offered her a job of studying chimpanzees. Jane was very excited, okay, because that was what she wanted to do all the time, okay. So she got her dream job, what she always dreamt of. She moved to the Gombe Stream National Park in Tanzania and began observing chimpanzees. Okay, she had started her work. She went to the national park in Tanzania where she started her work by firstly observing chimpanzees. Studying chimpanzees. When Jane began studying chimpanzees in 1960, she did not know much about them. She did not know about their behavior or how to study them. Okay, so in those days, not many people were interested to go into the wild and study about animals. She was one of them, so she did not have much information about how these chimpanzees would behave and react to when they meet her, how they would behave. So she didn't have any idea about that. But then, even then, since she loved chimpanzees, she went there to work. The first time she tried to observe a group of chimpanzees, they got scared and ran away. After trying and failing, she found a way to observe them in a manner that did not threaten them. Usually animals are scared of humans because they feel that we may do some harm to them. So they will not be friendly with us the first time you try to go and meet them or and try to be friendly with them. They will not accept you. But she kept on trying. She did not give up. She was not frustrated. After 2 years of seeing her every day, they became comfortable with her. See, it took 2 years for them to become familiar with Jane. Okay, so that they started trusting her that she will not do any harm. She will not hit them, or she will not be angry with them, or she will not tease them. Okay, it took 2 years for them to trust her. They often came to her for bananas. Okay, monkeys usually like bananas. So she would give them bananas, and they knew that she would come and give them their favorite food. Jane spent the next 40 years of her life studying chimpanzees. She found many new and interesting things about them. So she was so interested in chimpanzees that she spent 40 years of her life studying them, only studying them. For example, she realized that each chimpanzee was unique. That means it was different, it was special. They were not like each other. Each one had its own likes and dislikes, the impact and contribution. So what was her contribution? How did it help others? Okay? In 1977, Jane established the Jane Goodall Institute. It supports the environment and protects endangered animals. Endangered animals are those animals that are going to be wiped out. Okay, they are going to slowly, their number is becoming less. Okay, so she established an institute. She has won several awards for her efforts to protect chimpanzees. Jane has written many articles and books about her experiences with chimpanzees. Her famous books include In the Shadow of Man, The Chimpanzees of Gombe, and 40 Years at Gombe. Jane has written about being kind to all kinds of animals. This is especially true for farm animals. She writes that farm animals are far more aware and intelligent than we can ever imagine. Okay? So since she studied so much, she knew so much about all the chimpanzees and other animals, she wrote many books wherein the information that she gathered could be told to everyone. It could be shared with everyone. They have rights and deserve our respect. She asks all of us, if we don't stand up to help animals, who will? Okay, that is a very important question because animals cannot, they cannot fight on their own. They need someone's help to protect them, okay, to guide them. Or, we have to be very kind to them. We should not tease them. We should not harm them because without them, we cannot survive. And without us, even they cannot survive. Thank you.